Let's see if she can react the same way now.
Game, set and match, Ostapenko.
Yelena Ostapenko with a glittering performance on the grass courts of Devonshire Park. She becomes the first Latvian to claim this prestigious prize in Eastbourne. And today she was just too strong in this all-Baltic final with Estonia's Anett Kontaveit. All smiles for Yelena. And quite right too. It is title number 4 in the career of Yelena Ostapenko. And she did it quickly. 6-3, 6-3.
I mean, what a performance from Ostapenko from...
Amazing what the confidence can do. Ostensibly, visibly, little has changed between those first 3 or 4 service games and the last 3. 5-2 in the second to Jessica, which made the last 8 in 2016.
0-15. Love 15.
Pavlyuchenkova still has a losing record here at this tournament. 1-7 and lost 9 over the years.
Partout. 15 all. Yes. 30-15.
Raced through the previous game and hoped to put pressure on the Pegula serve. I guess she'll gamble a bit more in the next Pegula service game, as long as she holds here, that is, to put more pressure on. Oh, that's classic.
40-15.
Was just looking with Pegula advancing to the net, where she's had a lot of success today, as though she was going to take the point to level the game at 30 all. But how about this for a winner from behind the baseline with your opponent at the net? Brilliant. Not enough depth. She made it to the net comfortably, was able to slow down and control her shot, but made it too easy for Jess Pegula, who's hanging on in there. She'd love to seal the set in this game and start the decider on serve.
Pavlюченкова. Pegula mène 5-3, 5 games to 3.
So she gets the hold to take it to 5-3, and let's see if she does gamble now on some of those returns that she's capable of firing off. A lot will depend on the first serve, of course, from the American. Pavlyuchenkova turned 30 last month.
$15-0, 15 love. $30-0, 30 love. 40-0, 40 love.
Just not able to fire off those returns, and 3 set points for Pegula. Almost a body language as though Pavlyuchenkova has given up the set, but can all change. But looking much better now for the American.
The
coach will be relieved after the disappointment of the first set that she sent in errors from Pegula that turned the tide in her favour.
0-15. Love 15.
Well, the first game of the second set proved critical in the event. Pegula was so out of form, had lost all her previous service games, but held after surviving 4 break points. Went on to get the solitary break in the second set in the 4th game. How important will this opening service game be from the Russian? Pegula stepping inside the baseline for the second serve.
0-30.
You can just see the body language, the intent, couldn't you? Excellent return with power and real depth. Nowhere for Pavlyuchenkova to go. Already facing a mini crisis at the start of the third.
Late premier service. C'est en 40. Love 40.
Well, it's a big crisis now for fans of the Russian.
$15-40. 15-40.
1 saved, 2 to go. Feels she has to get that first serve in though.
On 40. 30-40.
And does, and saves another one. Love 40 to 30-40. Can't say that everything's riding on this, but could be a huge turning point. The tide has been with Pegula for a set in the first half of this game. Now the quality of the return sets up the winner for Pegula, and she breaks early in the third set. I said right at the start of this contest that it wasn't about the serving, not a bad serve, but certainly nowhere near as powerful as some of the others on tour. But the returning has been such high quality. Look at the first service percent for Pegula, even though she took the set just 38%, but had a positive ratio, winners to unforced errors, unlike her opponent. Pavlyuchenkova looking so good as she waltzed through the first set. 6-1, the French Open finalist, but now up against it. Pegula hoping to back up the early break in the third. That's good. Hard hitting from Pavlyuchenkova.
0-30. Love 30.
And aggressive returning, paying dividends again. Four breaks of serve in the first set, just the one in the second. One already in the third. Can Pavlyuchenkova tie it up?
$15-30. 15-30.
Wow. That serve, second serve at love 30, right on the line from Pegula. Brave or lucky, take your pick. It worked. Brilliant. Went down the line once, and then again. And too strong, too deep, too quick from the American. Gets herself out of the little tricky situation of love 30. Oh, wouldn't quite go over. What a terrific rally that was. Some good volleying there from Pegula at the net, but couldn't quite get the last one over despite the hop, skip and the jump. And hang on, it's break point now. How close was that? Oh, just wouldn't tiptoe over the net. 30-40, break back point for Pavlyuchenkova.
Égalité. Deuce.
Will she get another opportunity? The expression says it all.
Avantage Pavlyuchenkova.
She will get another chance. Seemed destined to be one of those players that did pretty well and won a few lower level tournaments without ever making a real impression at the top table, but that changed in Paris at Roland Garros.
Égalité. Deuce.
2 break points saved here, though, to deny Pavlyuchenkova. Made a semi-final in the 1,000 event at Madrid earlier this season for the first time in a decade.
Pegula.
Good run in a slam and a 1,000 series event can really help with the ranking. She's not far off her all-time high of 13, Pavlyuchenkova. Would need to win here to start to threaten it. That's a lovely return. Seen that so often for watchers of the Russian player over the years. We'll remember all those juices.
Avantage Pegula.
Couldn't get much closer. I was saying about those juices and break points in her first service game at the start of the second set. 4 break points survived, a 6-juice game, I think it was. Pavlyuchenkova's like, how did she do that? Keeping her opponent moving, forcing the error, Pavlyuchenkova. It's another multi-juice game here. Oh, this looks fairly composed, doesn't he? 47-year-old former coach of Venus, of course. North Carolina originally.
For service.
She looks a world away from the player that dropped her serve in every game in the first set, doesn't she? Fighting hard to hang on here. Pavlyuchenkova's turn to just step inside the baseline. That's a double fault. Well, you can probably say that it was coming. Her 5th of the match. First in this final set. Break point number 3 then. For the 30-year-old from Samoa.
Juice.
Fooled her opponent there, went down the tee. Slow to react, expecting it body or on the backhand. Pegula's got her thinking head on here. Working out what does her opponent least expect and least want her to do.
Avantage Pegula.
And a frustrated swing at that one from Pavlyuchenkova. Needs to be more disciplined in her approach. It's a very sticky and still very warm evening. Gone for a dry towel. Game point then for the server. Maybe 2 left. Oh, that's
Juice.
nice, graceful. It's another 6-juice game, as it was at the start of the second set. All turned out nicely in the end for Pegula, but no guarantee that.
Avantage Pavlyuchenkova.
Or wide. So another chance. Surely she has to take one of these. 4th break point of this service game. Remember, Pegula broke in the Russian service before. Over on centre, by the way, Simona Halep has a break early in the decider. 2-1 up there.
Late. Premier service.
But Collins has a break back point and has taken it. She is ringing around centre, just drifting over here to the Rogers court. Now then, break point number 4 and a second service. Brilliant from Pegula.
Juice.
Pavlyuchenkova just needed a bit more depth or a bit more width. Pegula was waiting for it, but under real pressure. How about this for a backhand down the line? Yet another juice. We're on to number 7 now. There you go on screen. So this is now the longest game of the match. How critical will it be? As the pressure increases and the length of the game increases, quite often the percentage of first serves falls. And that was too short on the second serve and duly punished. Break point number 5 for Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. Number 10 seed here, remember, despite only being ranked 17. She gets the break back. Big fist pump from Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. She squandered 4 break points at the start of the second set, but no mistake this time, as she takes at last on her 5th opportunity the break back point. We're back on serve in what is promising to be a titanic struggle here, and same too over on centre, where Danielle Collins is now back level 2-2 with Simona Halep, having also been a set down and a breakdown. Here, 1-1 in the decider. Still one more match to come after these two are completed. And that's over on centre on Chopin, number 13 seed against Kazakhina.
15 love.
The winner of this one, a reminder, will take on either Halep or Danielle Collins. Simona Halep seeded 6. Pavlyuchenkova seeded 10. But for many, Pegula might have started favourite for this contest. Oh, that's wonderful. Knew it was the only place she could put it. The angle was against her. Had to almost go around the net. She was so wide, but certainly over the highest part of the net. And made a wonderful pass down the line.
Yeah.
Just feel there's been a momentum shift, but you also get the feeling it might not be the last.
30-15. 30-15.
Well, that was so far. Long, wide, it was awful. There is no explanation for that. First double fault of the final set. She's made 1 each set. That's long as well. Well, it's just starting to look good. Sealed the break point. Good start to this game, but Pegula's just staying in it, just asking the questions. It was a quick serve, just wasn't legal.
42-30. 40-30.
Well, that's something that Pavlyuchenkova have been guilty of, particularly in the second set. Snatching at the opportunity, trying to hit a ball too aggressively that wasn't there to be hit. A point for the first hold in the deciding set. Oh, she engineered that point wonderfully, Jess Pegula. Look how she manufactured the position to help the ball on its way wide, with her opponent out of position and in at the net. Executed the volley, a difficult volley, really well. Got enough depth on it to ensure that it wasn't coming back.
Avantage, Pavlyuchenkova.
Fairly rare unforced error since that error-strewn first set from Pegula's point of view. But the unforced error count from the American up to 22 as opposed to 19 from Pavlyuchenkova.
Égalité. Deuce.
Well, many more games going to deuce, and more than one deuce now. Over on centre, Halep has just broken Collins again in the final set to lead 3-2.
Oh
dear. Will that be costly? Will that be the moment the match turned away from her? Break point for Pegula. Should never have been, and she knows it. Oh, she got beaten in the first set with the clock on 24 minutes. We've already had over 20 minutes in this final set. We still haven't got to the first break in play.
Pegula.
Change of ends at 2-1. When on Jabeur will take on Bianca Andreescu if she manages to get through Kazakhina later tonight.
0-15. Love 15.
And the winner of this one will be playing even later tomorrow evening, you would imagine. Second match in the evening session at centre. The winner taking on either Halep or Collins, that is also into a final set right now. 3 matches on this court tomorrow.
15 partout. 15 all.
And proceedings will start at 12 o'clock on this court, local time. Sara Sorribes-Tormo quietly got about her business into the third round. She'll be taking on Katarina Sniakova of Czechia. That could be a long match.
30-15. 30-15.
Sorribes-Tormo through again easily today, hasn't been stretched at all so far. Second on this court tomorrow, Karolina Pliskova, number 4 seed against Amanda Anisimova. With the American contingent. And it'll be another from the Czechia WTA production line, if you like, the number 7 seed, Petra Kvitova, rounding things off on Rogers tomorrow against Camilla Giorgi of Italy.
45. 40-15.
Missed any of that? Want to check it out again? Of course, the WTA website has all the details, the draws, the order of play, and all the stats and all the matches. All the news as well.
Oh.
Well, it looked like it would be the first hold of the final set, but she has another chance, but rather wasted that clear opportunity. Wayward backhand approach to the net.
Égalité.
Here we go again, another deuce game. Such a consistent performer, Pegula, in the last 12 months. Without winning a trophy, all that's missing in this rejuvenated spell of her career. Quarterfinalists in Berlin and in the 1000 event in Rome and Dubai. Semi-finalist in Doha.
Avantage Pavlyuchenkova.
couldn't convert any of the 5 break points in the last game. Oh, well done. Under pressure to produce that sort of forehand down the line. Threading the proverbial through the eye of the needle. Laced it delicately up the line, but with aggression as well.
L'avantage Pegula.
Now has a point for the first hold. Been here before, haven't we? Saved 5 break points already in this set. Got lucky, it was too long from Pavlyuchenkova, couldn't control the aggression, and it is the first hold in this deciding set. Already longer than the first set by some distance too. Well, it's been a long day. The evening's proving to be as long as well. Pavlyuchenkova serving at 1-3 now.
$15-0. 15 love. $30, 30 love. $30, 30-15.
Needs to instantly put that out of her mind. Got enough experience to do so, but should be sitting comfortably now at 40 love.
$40, 40-15.
Pavlyuchenkova on her way to the championship match at Roland Garros won 3 successive 3-setters. Probably most impressively was when she beat the number 3 seed Aryna Sabalenka, having won the first set and dropped the second like today. She was rampant in the third set though, demolished Sabalenka. 6 love. Pavlyuchenkova.
$0-15, love 15.
Just made it too tough for herself then. Pegula.
Partout, 15 all. 45. 30-15.
Well, the serve was really letting her down in the first set this evening. Dropped serve on 3 successive occasions in the set. She lost 6 games in a row.
Quarante-quinze. 40-15.
Disappointed with herself. She was expecting it to go out and be called long, I think. It must have just clipped the line. Hawkeye in operation here, no line judges. Hawkeye live.
Pegula. Égalité. Deuce.
Saves the break point. Total errors in the match, just 1 between them. 60 made by Pavlyuchenkova, 59 from the American.
Avantage Pegula.
And that's another winner down the line. 26th of the match for her, 5 more than her Russian opponent, and it sets up the first match point. Round of 16 with another really good comeback performance. So out of sorts in the first set, lost 6 successive games, but how she roared back here to
Yeah, it's good defense from Martinsova, but Garcia Perez too good. Just narrows the angle.
13.
Very impressively. Yeah, deals with that so well, does Martinsova.
30-40.
Big opportunity here on the second serve.
Game Martinsova.
Martinsova does indeed get the break she craves in the third set.
Games to 1.
Leads 3-1.
18 love.
Yes, a little bit loose now from Garcia Perez, and Martinceva's closing in. Such subtle hands.
Made it at the second attempt. With Pavlyuchenkova at the net. Really good exchange.
30-50.
Romanian able to push this down the line. Making the passing shot there to get her first point on the board today. She has the advantage in this set. Will have wanted to put a bit of pressure on Pavlyuchenkova early in this game. She was quite cautious in her approach. Those more difficult shots. Playing the percentages, just going down the middle of the court, keeping it pretty safe. The miss hit there has given Pavlyuchenkova the chance to see out this game. It's always going to be the biggest challenge coming out here and having to hold under pressure. Balancing deciding set.
4 games to 3. Zero penalty. Love 15.
Pavlyuchenkova will be pleased to have got that first game out of the way. But she has still got to find a way to hit back here. She's made a good start.
0-60. Love 13.
What a return that is.
0-30. Love 40.
And that break back now looking quite likely. 3 chances here for Kucheva to level it up in the deciding set.
Ten nasze strategy. 15 foot.
Nicely done by Irina Barra here.